The government has shut down again because Congress hasn't been able to agree on appropriations. Here's what that means for you when it comes to the Department of Veterans Affairs. So unless you've been living under a rock and didn't have access to internet or a TV or anything like that, you've heard that Congress was fighting over a budget for 2025 and 2026. And you know that as of midnight on September 30th, that there was no budget in place, and therefore the government would shut down effective midnight, 1 minute after midnight on October 1st, 2025. There's a lot of doom and gloom and a lot of finger pointing back and forth, but the good news is that a lot of stuff will continue, at least in the veterans space. Let's take a look at the official field guide from the Department of Veterans Affairs. First, VA medical centers are going to remain open, and as will clinics. So that's good news. If you get your healthcare through the VA, those clinics and hospitals will remain open for the time being. VA benefits are going to continue to get paid. This is a big question we get. Does it make a difference for us? They'll get processed, they'll get paid. That's going as it was before, with the VA making tons of mistakes and generally making life difficult, but no change in that all told. They will also still do burials with the National Cemetery Administration overseeing those. Call centers, certain call centers will be active. For instance, the VA's primary call center, which is 1-800-MY-VA-411, and the Veterans Crisis Line. Those will continue to be open 24/7. Suicide prevention programs will also remain operational. Now, the VA is paring back on certain things. For instance, they will stop with the transition program assistance and career counseling. The GI Bill and National Cemetery call centers will be closed, as will the VA benefits regional offices. Now, they're still going to process VA claims. I'm not quite sure how that's going to impact things. There might be certain issues that get slowed down, but by and large, I don't think it'll be a noticeable difference. Public Affairs is going to stop with outreach, and they're going to defer some grounds maintenance at some VA facilities and VA cemeteries. There's also not going to be outreach to state partners and VSOs. So there's going to be some paring back of programs and services and maybe some delays. But quite honestly, I'm not sure most people are even going to notice on a day-to-day basis. Now, one thing I did notice, I really wanted to do a video yesterday on this new OIG report that came out, but when I went to the website, OIG's website's down. Now, why they needed an appropriation to even have the website up, especially when there are plenty of other websites up, mostly websites that are finger pointing as to whose fault it was that we have a shutdown in the first place, but I digress. But OIG's website is down, which is unfortunate. When that comes up, I'll talk about some videos and some other things that have come up from OIG's realm. But in the meantime, I can't access that website, so I can't get copies of the reports. I hope nobody's panicking. There's no reason to panic yet. If your main concern is VA disability benefits, obviously the government shutdown is going to have impacts all across the board. Perhaps short-term and long-term, we don't know yet. I'll leave that up to the economists. I'll also leave that up to see what happens at these other agencies. But until next time, take care.